So is this the right time to buy Nano Dimension stock and PLTR stock right now? From all-time high, Nano Dimension stock price has dropped around 95% and PLTR stock price dropped around 79%. So is this the right time? Let's talk about this today. And I'm also going to discuss bullish factors and risk factors for these stocks. And according to my estimation, the future growth and future earning, I'm going to show you guys my price target. And we're also going to compare these two stocks with Microsoft. So we can sort of see the difference between the growth new company versus Microsoft, which has been around for a while. All right, guys. So stay tuned, and don't forget to press like and subscribe my channel. And my name is Wayne. All right, let's get started. First, I want to show you guys this one quickly. This is you see the price drop for Nano Dimension from all-time high is about 95%, and for PLTR, it's up to now it's about 53%. But from all-time high to the bottom, it was about 70%. All right, let's look at Nano Dimension. So Nano Dimension is focused on the research and development of 3D printed electronics, and also print the circuit boards. So now a lot of things are made from 3D printing. This is a bullish factor for Nano Dimension. And now let's look at the earnings. So if you look at this one here, this is for Nano Dimension. See this? March quarter, revenue increased by about 43.3%, and net income increased by 167%. So this is looking good. So they're growing. So now let's look at the PE ratio and other details. So Nano Dimension at the moment, PE ratio is minus because they're not making money, and so it's minus 2.7, and the revenue growth is around 230%. So they're growing really fast. So if you look on here, see that? See average for 2021, the sales growth, revenue growth is about 206%, and for 2022 was 313%. So this is looking really good for Nano Dimension. So the next one is research and development. It's a bit too high, the cost of research and development. So we'll get into that a bit later on. And if we look into the rating, I'll show you this here. So this one here. So there's no rating on the NASDAQ, as you can see. And currently they're not making profit. All right, so let's look at the details on my spreadsheet. So if you look in here, so this market cap and revenue is about 43 million. Net asset is about 1.15 billion. And the earnings, see that the earning is negative. And average growth, I put in there 230%. That's the average for the last 2 years. And if you look at this one here, so the earning is negative. But what I noticed is the cost of goods sold is around 80%, which is not too bad for the new company. And if you look at it, Tesla is around 74% if you compare that to Tesla. But you see this here? What I said earlier, the R&D, research and development, is 167%. So they spend about $70 million, and the revenue, the income, is around 43 million. So they're spending more than what the revenue, what the sales is. So they're spending more than the money that's coming in from revenue. So from my calculation, if we want about 12% return on investment, this is what I work it out to be. So using the 200% growth, so even though they get 230% growth last year, for next 5 year, my estimation is around 200% every year for 5 years, and the estimate revenue in 5 years time is about 0.47 billion. And see this market cap at the time should be around 790 million. So the share price, so my target price in 5 years time for Nano Dimension is around $3.12, and when we bring it back to today's price, it's around $2.69. So the stock price now is $3.17, so it's not too far off. And the next one is with 13% return on investment. So this will be more margin of safety, and with a bit of safety, which means I put in less revenue growth for the next 5 years. So 170% revenue growth, and using 18% earning. So with this one here, the price target is, my price target is $2.24 in 5 years time. So we bring it back to today, it's about $1.93. So I know this look a bit disappointing, but we need to have a bit of margin of safety. And if you are really bullish on this Nano Dimension, this is with 300% profit revenue growth every year for the next 5 years. Target price will be $3.91 for the Nano Dimension stock. All right, now let's look at the next one. The next one is Palantir. Palantir PE ratio is minus 126, so this one is not making profit as well. And revenue growth is around 30% on average. For Palantir, from my quick look into the financial, they're spending too much on the SG&A, which is selling, general, and administrative expenses, which is pretty much management fees and other fees. It's actually 87%, which is very high, and the rating is around 11.43%. So let's look at the rating, and it's see this hole at the moment, and the price target is around 11.43. And if you look on here, so average is 11.43, high is 18, and low is 6. So which is not too bad. But if you look at this, the cost of goods sold is 20.2%. So which is very low. So let's look at on here. So if we look at the cost of goods sold over here, it's 409 million, and see the revenue is 1.9 billion. And let's look at this one here. You see this, what I was talking about earlier? So this is SG&A, the selling, general, and administrative expenses is 1.6 billion, and the revenue is 1.9 billion. So this one is around 87%, so which is very high. All right, so let's get back to my spreadsheet. So from this, I use 12% return on investment. It's and using the 40% growth. So on average now, if we look at Palantir growth, see this, 2020 they grew by about 47%, 2021 41%, and 22 is 23%. But this is a bullish estimate, this one here. So if you look at this one, it's 40% growth with 40% earning. So from my estimation, because the cost of goods sold is 20%, it's quite low, and the research and development is 18%. So I think they can achieve about 40% growth, 40% growth, and 40% earning from the revenue. So that's why I put in 40%. And from that, my price target in 5 years is about $9.35. And bring it back to today's price, it's around $8. So it still have to go about 50%. Sorry, it have to go down to half, because at the moment it's $16.32. So we look at the next one. Next estimate is 13% return on investment. This is with a bit of margin of safety, with 35% growth every year for the next 5 years, and using just 35% earning from the revenue. So with this one here, my price target today is $5.96. So let's say if you're bullish on PLTR and you think it's gonna grow around 50% every year for the next 5 years, and this price target, so $9.39. So if you compare that to the price today, which is $16.32, it's need to come down a lot more to get to this price target. All right, so let's compare this to Microsoft. See this? What I notice is, if you look at Microsoft here, so Microsoft, their cost of goods sold is 30%, around 30%. And if you look at PLTR, it's 20%. So which is very interesting. And if you look at the research and development for Microsoft, it's about 11.76%. But for PLTR, it's 18%. And if you look at NNDM, Nano Dimension, it's 167%. So this is very, very high. They're spending a lot on the research and development. And the NNDM, Nano Dimension, see the growth is around 230%. And for Microsoft, it was around 15% average. So if you compare these two, the growth is significantly larger than the Microsoft, and PLTR is 30%, which is not as much. So I think PLTR need to work on their growth to get more revenue in. All right, guys, if you are buying these stock, or if you have these stock on your watch list, let me know down in the comment below. And that's all for today, guys. And thank you so much for watching my video. And before you guys leave, don't forget to press like and subscribe my channel. And see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.